Why do you push away the people who love you most? You say you want connection, intimacy, to feel understood. But the moment someone gets too close, something inside you panics. Your chest tightens. Your gut twists. You suddenly find flaws in them, reasons to detach. Or worse, you disappear completely. And here's the paradox. You think you're protecting yourself, but you're actually reliving a wound so old, your conscious mind forgot it. This isn't just self-sabotage. It's survival. Outdated, broken survival. And unless you understand what drives this pattern, you'll destroy every good thing that ever tries to love you. This is the story of why you push people away, even when you love them. Let me tell you a story, not from a psychology textbook, from a battlefield. It's 1846. Crimea. British soldiers, young boys mostly, are freezing in their camps. Rations are scarce. Medical care is almost non-existent. But something strange is happening in the hospitals. Soldiers with nearly identical injuries are recovering at wildly different rates. Why? Florence Nightingale, yes, that Florence Nightingale, noticed something odd. The men who received visitors healed faster. The men who didn't often died, even if their wounds were less severe. She didn't know at the time, but she was witnessing one of the first real-world demonstrations of attachment theory. We don't just heal through medicine. We heal through connection. And when you grow up without it, something dangerous happens. In the 1950s, psychologist Harry Harlow conducted one of the most disturbing experiments in behavioral science. He took baby rhesus monkeys and gave them two artificial mothers. One was made of wire, but gave milk. The other was soft, covered in cloth, but gave no food. Which one did the babies cling to? Not the one with food, the one with warmth. They clung to the cloth mother for 18 hours a day. When threatened, they ran to her. But if raised without her at all, they grew up anxious, aggressive, unable to bond. Sound familiar? This isn't just monkey business. This is your nervous system. If your earliest experiences of love were conditional, chaotic, or absent, your brain doesn't recognize closeness as safety. It recognizes it as danger. So what do? You push it away. There's a hidden part of your brain called the amygdala. It's the fire alarm of your emotional house. When someone gets close, when they see the real you, the amygdala flares up. Asterisk, this is dangerous. You'll get hurt. Push them away before they can leave. It doesn't matter how kind they are, how patient, how real, because this isn't about them. It's about what love used to feel like. A trap, a letdown, a weapon. In Zulu culture, there's a greeting that doesn't mean hello. It means, I see you, not just your face, but your soul, your presence. This greeting is based on the concept of ukubona. To be seen is to exist. To be reflected is to be real. But when your childhood caregivers never saw you fully or punished the parts of you that were most true, you learn something heartbreaking. To be seen is to be at risk. So now, you hide, you pretend, you ghost, you numb, because being fully loved means being fully seen. And to someone like you, that feels like walking into fire. In 1997, a psychologist working with Holocaust survivors in Poland documented something odd. One man, who had survived 4 camps, said he couldn't feel love for his grandchildren. He knew he should. He wanted to. But it was like trying to light a fire with wet wood. Turns out, his brain had adapted to survival. It shut off emotional vulnerability as a defense. And decades later, even in peace, the lock remained. This is called emotional numbing. Trauma doesn't always make you feel more. Sometimes it makes you feel nothing. That includes love. You might look fine. You have friends, a job, maybe even a partner. But underneath, you're living in a fog. You avoid emotional risk the way your ancestors avoided predators. You call it being independent. You call it not needing anyone. But it's not strength, it's armor. And that armor, it's heavy. It costs you intimacy, joy, connection. You become a ghost in your own life. Here's the good news. Your nervous system isn't a prison. It's a pattern. and patterns can be rewritten. Neuroplasticity means your brain is always rewiring itself. With the right conditions, you can relearn what safety feels like. It starts with noticing your triggers, not judging them. It grows through what psychologists call corrective emotional experiences. Moments where someone shows up for you consistently, calmly, and without conditions. These are the antidotes, not one-time fixes, but medicine repeated over time. If you want to stop pushing people away, don't start by forcing closeness. Start by making your inner world safe for intimacy. Try this. Journal the moments you pull back emotionally. Get curious, not critical. Practice opposite action. Text back. Stay present, even if it feels awkward. Seek therapy that addresses attachment wounds. Somatic work, IFS, EMDR. Surround yourself with people who make you feel seen without performance. And most of all, remember that pushing people away isn't who you are. It's what you learned. And anything learned can be unlearned. Even the most beautiful, terrifying thing of all, letting yourself be loved.